Prepared for hacks, guys. What is going on? I am back again today with an Aura's OU Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is against Skyler. This was a pretty fun battle. I've used some pokes that I haven't used in a long time in this match. Unfortunately, didn't really get to use my Latias as I don't even think at all in this match, which is unfortunate because I love that Latias, the Healing Wish Latias, as some of you may remember it. But he's going to be leading off with the Retcon artist, the Clefable over there. I'm going to be leading off with my Lopunny. I just wanted to lead off with this thing, go for the Fake Out, and go ahead and get the Mega Evolution off turn 1. So I'm going to be going for Fake Out here, getting some damage off, and then I will be switching out on this next turn here. But this Clefable is running Leftovers. I don't know at this point whether he's unaware or if he's Magikarp. Most people run Magikarp Clefable. It tends to be the better option in most cases, because then you have something to catch a status as long as it's not paralysis or sleep. But it actually makes a really good prediction right here. Ends up going for Flamethrower as I switch in my Ferrothorn. I was not expecting that, expecting a prediction like that on the second turn of this match, but you never know. But Ferrothorn lost over half of its health, which is super unfortunate. Just going to go for Protect here to get a little bit of my health back from the Leftovers. There's no point in me going for like Leech Seed because I would just die to this thing at that point. So just go for Protect, get a little bit of my health back, and then see what we have to do after that. So we're just hanging out here. He did end up going for another Flamethrower. That tells me that he's probably going to be going for another one. So I am going to switch out here. I'm going to go out on my Politoed, get the Rain up. That way I don't take... I will not take any damage from this Flamethrower right here. The Rain is up. Politoed resists the Fire-type attack, and it's raining. Clefable does not have Stab, and I doubt he's running any special attack at all. I actually ended up only taking 9 damage that turn, which is great. Gonna be going for a Hydro Pump here, dealing about 60% of his health in one Hydro Pump. And that's just the benefit of running a modest max special attack Politoed. Now I run full HP as well, so it gives me the bulkiness that you would generally find on a Politoed, except minus a little bit, but it gives me a lot of damage in return. So I still have a decent amount of survivability thanks to my HP investment, but I also have a lot of special attack as well. As you can see, I just 2-hit that Clefable, and most of the time Clefables are very, very, very difficult to get rid of, especially if you don't have a Steel type. But he's going to go out to the Slowbro here, the Mega Slowbro, and I'm thinking, oh god, please don't be a Crowbro. I end up going for the Toxic here, which is good for me, not so good for him. Especially if he is not the Crowbro set. He's going to be going for Calm Mind here, so that kind of tips me off that he might be the Crowbro set, but he could be running Slack Off instead of Rest, so we will just have to see at that point. So taking a little bit of toxic damage here, which is great for me. Again, not so great for him. I am going to be switching out here. I'm actually going to go out into my Ferrothorn. That way I can possibly get a Leech Seed off here, get some health back on my Ferrothorn, and slowly but surely add some extra whittle damage to this Slowbro. And what I mean by whittle damage, like whittling away at his HP due to the Leech Seed. Not like a Weedle. I didn't mispronounce Weedle there. Don't get me wrong. But I'm getting some health back, which is great. Slowbro is still taking toxic damage over there, which is also good for me. He's going for another Calm Mind, which I'm not too happy about at all, because the Slowbro, I believe, is now at +3, or +2. Now he's at +3, I think, which is still very, very, very scary. I get my Leech Seed off, which is great. I'm going to be getting a lot of health back now, which is even more great. Ferrothorn, if he has Leftovers and Leech Seed, he has so much survivability, it's not even funny. It would take a lot of damage to successfully kill a Ferrothorn. Unless you OHKO it, of course, then it's pretty easy. But yeah, you generally have to have a Pokemon with a Fire-type move that has been heavily invested into special attack or a Fire-type itself. But he ends up going for the Scald. I go for the Protect. Again, I'm really just trying to get all of my HP back here at this point because I took so much from the Flamethrower from that Clefable. Again, going to be getting some Leech Seed health back here, which is great. The Slowbro is looking really low at this point, and I have not seen him use any recovery move just yet, which is really good for me, especially if he doesn't have one at all. However, I have a feeling that is not the case. I ended up trying to go for the double Protect there when I really should not have. I should have gone for anything other than that because he does have Rest. So my Toxic was in vain. All that extra damage was in vain. He still is Leech Seeded. There is no way around that. Slowbro does not get Rapid Spin, so even though he looks like a top, he can't spin away my my Leech Seed. But maybe that's something they should add in in the next Pokemon game. I think that would be interesting to see Slowbro become a spinner-styled poke rather than just a bulky, you know, wall kind of thing. But that Scald did a decent amount of damage from a resisted hit. Of course, he is at +3 or +4. I don't even remember at this point. However, I am going to start getting my spikes up right now. Spikes are a great hazard to be able to get up if you can get them up, especially if you can get them up as free as I can right now. Now, of course, he has Sleep Talk. He could still hit me with Scald and that sort of stuff, but my leftovers and my Leech Seed on that Slowbro are definitely a big advantage. I am going to be switching out here, going out into my Azumarill. I really just wanted to try and kill this thing as quickly as possible. Spikes are important, but not nearly as important as killing the Slowbro before it's able to get to +6 and then annihilate my entire team. So coming in on leftovers, which is super good because my Azumarill, if he hits me with a Scald or something, as long as I don't get burned, I will be okay, and I'll be able to recover a lot of the HP that he has taken away from me due to the Scald. So leftover, or excuse me, Leech Seed kicking in here. Slowbro already down to 50% HP, which is really, really good for me. Going to be going for a Play Rough here. Of course, I'm not expecting it to do a whole lot because I'm not the Choice Banded set. I'm actually the Assault Vest set. Slowbro taking another nap on me right now. But this could be my opportunity to kill this Slowbro. The Play Rough is going to be doing around 40 to 45% of damage to the Slowbro, which is really, really good for me. And of course, the added Leech Seed on top, taking away, what is it, 12%, 10%? I don't know what the exact percentage is, but it takes away a decent amount as well. So you can see the Play Rough there. After the Leech Seed damage this turn, he will be down to 50%, which is really, really good for me. That means that I should be able to take the Slowbro out after the next turn, as long as he doesn't get a Sleep Talk Scald and I get burned. That would be, I'd probably lose this match if that were the case. So he's down to about 48% of his health. I go for another Play Rough, takes him down to about 10%. He is going to be taking, of course, leftover or Leech Seed. Gosh, I don't know why I keep saying leftovers instead of Leech Seed. He's taking leftovers damage, guys. No, but he gets another Calm Mind, which is perfect. No Scald for him. That means he doesn't have a chance to burn me this turn. Of course, the Leech Seed taking him down even further. And then an Aqua Jet will actually be able to finish this thing off next turn. However, he decides to switch out. Thankfully, I did get a layer of spikes up, so as soon as he decides to switch back in, he will be losing that. He ends up going out into Scizor here, which I think I went for Waterfall instead of Aqua Jet. No, I went for Knockoff. Excuse me, I lied. But that also works out very well for me because I get to knock off the Choice Band from the Scizor. Take him down to 50%, go for a Waterfall here, and that will actually take out the Scizor, I think. Almost. No, it did take it out. So Scizor is out of the picture. He's going to go out into the Heracross here. During this match, I was like, wait a second, is that a Mega Heracross? Do I have to worry about Bullet Seed? And then I was like, no, wait, he's Mega Slowbro. So I am going to be able to live this Earthquake here. Not as well as I would have liked, but I do get a Play Rough off here, which will actually finish off this Heracross. And even if it didn't, I do have Aqua Jet to take care of the job after that, especially since Heracross does not get any priority type moves that I'm aware of. He might get Vacuum Wave or something like that, but that won't kill me from where I'm at, especially since I'm Assault Vested, and that Heracross is probably Adamant. But he's going to go out to the Dragonite here, finish me off with an E-Speed, which I am actually okay with. I'm going to go out on my Lopunny here because I can go for the Fake Out, hopefully break that Multi-Scale. However, he will be switching out here, going out into the Rotom, which I am not very fond of. I really do not like Rotom. It's way too bulky. And it's not used nearly as often as it was, especially back when X and Y first came out. However, Rotom is still a very annoying Pokemon and is still used on a decent amount of teams. But I'm going to go for a high jump kick here. I thought that I might be able to take the Rotom out. However, that is not the case. But I do not really care about this burn. You're probably thinking, dude, you just like lost all of your damage from your Mega on your team. Well, at this point in the battle, I still had my Latias left with Healing Wish. So it doesn't matter how much damage I take or that I'm burned as long as I don't die, because I can just Healing Wish it all back to full health and get rid of my status as well. So that's why I wasn't really concerned about being burned there, and especially since I knew that Return would kill from where that Rotom was at. But he's going to go out to the Dragonite here. I'm going to switch out here again. I decided to try and save my Lopunny if I could. That way I wouldn't have to, you know, not lose this match. But he's going to go for the Outrage, which is kind of unfortunate for him. You know, Ferrothorn eats Outrages up for days. I think I don't know if I had a Caesar on this team or not. I can't remember, but if I did, Caesar also in the back, which is also a Steel type. Also resist the Dragon type Outrage. So it's not a big issue for me at all in this point. And he's going to be taking Iron Barbs damage on top of him damaging me as well. So he's not going to be able to kill my Ferrothorn, and he's going to be taking Iron Barbs damage. He does have the Lumberry, which is good for him because he will be able to get rid of his Confusion. However, I do have the Leech Seed on deck. I am going to be spreading those all over that Dragonite, and I'm going to start getting a lot of my health back again. And that is why Ferrothorn can be a very, very annoying Pokemon. If you want to annoy your opponent, just go like Ferrothorn and Rotom Wash and like a Heatran, and your team will it'll be pretty solid with just those 3 mons. You'll be a very, very annoying person to go up against. But he's going to start going for the Dragon Dances here. I was starting to get a little scared, but I do have Gyro Ball. The more Dragon Dances he does, the more damage my Gyro Ball does. And at this point, Dragonite is actually pretty much out of commission. There isn't too much he can do. The Leech Seed will be taking him down to like 1 or 2% of his health. He might even be at 1 HP right now. I don't know. But unfortunately for him, he does not have the Fire Punch. He has Ice Punch over that. Not sure why. He did say that this was the wrong Dragonite at this point in the battle. So that's a bit unfortunate. That is a win in my book. I think it was a 5-0 as well. So GG Skyler. I hate to like disrespect you with the 5-0. Yeah, because Slowbro ends up dying when it comes in on these spikes. So GG, man. Very, very good game. I don't know what that sound was, but I apologize for that. But I will be back up again tomorrow with another Aura's OU Wi-Fi battle. I promise you. I know that I've been saying that, and then for whatever reason something comes up and I'm not able to get around to it, but I will have that up for you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow on the 13th. Yes, on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Ooh, spoopy. But yes, I will be streaming at 6, and I'm probably going to be going until like 10 or 11 because I didn't stream today and I want to make up some lost time for you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Wi-Fi battle. Make sure to leave a like on it if you did. It really does help me out, guys. And until next time, may the hacks be with you all. Peace out.